Crawfish season is in full swing down south, and I can say that I've already been to about 5 different spots this year. 2 were good, and the rest were meh. But that's why I'm going to show you how to make your own boil at home that'll be a 10 out of 10 each time. Full transparency ahead, guys. I am from up north. Now you might be wondering, what can a northerner teach you about a seafood boil? Well, my qualifications are as follows. My girlfriend is from Louisiana, and we go out to eat seafood just about every other week, so I'm damn near overqualified. Anyways, as you can see, we have an audience here. They're anxious. They've been waiting to bite my nose off for like the past 3 hours. Let's get cooking. Almost forgot y'all. Now, half of this recipe is honestly just gonna be prep work. But before we get to that, grab the largest pot you have and fill it up with water. Don't mind all of this, just imagine it's not here. I tried to get it off. You know how it goes. Get your big pot over the highest heat setting you have. Depending on your stove, it might take up to 20 minutes to start boiling, so give yourself some time when making this. Also, open a window or two before you have the whole place smelling like the juicy crab. Let's go ahead and get that holy trinity ready now. If you don't know, that's just southern slang for onion, bell pepper, and celery. Roughly chop all of your vegetables into quarters and set them aside. No fancy knife work needs to be done at this time except for removing the stems from the bell peppers. You can even do that with your hand if you want to. And before we get too far into the video, please don't make fun of me for still having my Mardi Gras beads up. I know some of y'all still got a Christmas light or two still hanging around. When it comes to the celery, just keep it simple. Break off about maybe 3 of these. Cut these leaves off up top, off to the side, and then you'll go about maybe 1.5 inches each way. Actually, let's get a little bit more. I recommend getting 2 or 3 large garlic balls for this recipe. Again, we're going the easy way this time. All you need to do is slice them in half and drop them in. Just like that. You just want to get a quick rinse of these, and it's up to you if you want to slice them in half. Ones like these that are a little larger, you can cut in half so that all that flavor gets in there. The sausage you use comes down to personal preference. I use beef smoked sausage because I think it tastes really good, but you can use andouille or anything you want. Alright, so we're almost ready to get cooking. Just before that, we need to clean our crawfish. I know it can be scary for some of you to see your food not only staring at you, but wanting to pinch your face off. They will move around, but they're pretty manageable if you treat them gently. Sing them a song or something, they'll calm down. Since I'm working with limited space, I chose my sink to clean these guys off. But please, be sure to thoroughly sanitize the area before and after doing this. I treated this part just like I do with cleaning rice. Rinse them with water until it runs clear. Alright y'all, so we're about to season the hell out of this thing, okay? If your boil water is weak, simply your crawfish are gonna be weak, alright? So let's get started. First thing we're gonna begin with is the boil seasoning itself, okay? Today we're going with Slap Your Mama. You have quite a few different options in the grocery store, but you know, sponsored, please. Unsponsored, but this is my favorite seasoning that I put on all the rest of my recipes, so I trust it with my seafood boil. I think that's probably about half. With every seasoning that you put in, it's going to reduce the temperature, so you may have to put the lid back on so that it can rise back up and continue to boil. Next, I'm going to add in 2 salt-free boil boosters. Right here, I got smashed garlic, and then the left hand, I got zesty citrus. And again, we're going to do about half of that in there. These are going to bring your boil game to the next level. Next, we gotta go with some of the basics, starting off with garlic powder, onion powder, some salt, and you'll want to round that out with a couple tablespoons of liquid seafood boil. I almost forgot, this is a good time to add 2 lemons and 2 oranges to lock in that citrus flavor. Now you want to stir everything up, hopefully with a ladle that's much larger than this one. Some of the seasoning will be floating at the bottom, so be sure to agitate everything. After your pot returns to a full boil, drop in the potatoes and let them cook until they're almost fork tender. We're about halfway through our cook time with the potatoes, so you can go ahead and get the rest of your veggies into the pot. Just try not to splash yourself. The corn is the last thing that's going to be going in our boil. Personally, I'm not a very big fan, but you know, it's about the date. It's the date night. Just cut it in half. You may need a little bit of extra. I think I got it. With the potatoes about 3/4 cooked, you're gonna go ahead and add in that sausage. These only need about 5 minutes, and then we're going for the main ingredient. Time for the crawfish to go in. They only take about 4 minutes to get done, but you'll want to let them soak at least for about 15 minutes so that they can get all that flavor inside them. I tried about 5 times to get these guys to come out the bag, but they just weren't going for that. They said they were too legit to quit. So I put them in a bowl and got them into the hot tub. I'm sorry, my friend. Let the water come back up to full temperature and allow the crawfish to cook for about 4 minutes. Give the pot a good stir and let the heat do the rest of the work. After that, cut the fire and throw in a few cold or frozen sticks of corn. Now, they may shun you in New Orleans for doing this, but we're gonna make a quick garlic butter sauce. Start off with 1 stick of butter. Okay, I won't throw it this time. Psych. As that melts down, go ahead and get you a little bit of garlic in there. Or fresh garlic if you're bougie. Next, we're gonna season it with the usual suspects. A little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, and everyone's favorite, slap your mama. Here's the secret ingredient. A tiny bit of chicken bouillon is gonna take this to the next level. Finish everything off with about a teaspoon of liquid seafood oil and some lemon juice, and finally a good stir. Here we go. Alright guys, the time has come to ruin my kitchen counter. Show you all the results. Just remember that this is after about 25 minutes of letting them sit in that boil water and allowing the crawfish to take in all of that flavor. And there you have it, your traditional New Orleans seafood boil, and you didn't even have to step outside your house. Alright guys, if you enjoyed the video, please make sure you subscribe and leave a like so you don't miss anything from the date night. Thank you so much.